Frankie, we are rolling.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm your host, as always, Frank, aka Frankie Football, aka Take It to the Bank Frank. Back for another season to serve your every gambling need. I'm not a prophet, but I am here to make you one. A couple teams are already down their starting quarterback for the year. Teddy Bridgewater for the Vikings. He tore at least 2, maybe 4 of the ligaments in his knee last week in practice, plus a dislocated patella, which is sort of when the kneecap slips off like a hat in the wind. And then there's Tony Romo of the Cowboys. He missed 12 games last year because of collarbone injuries, but this year he has a broken spine, and doctors have not put him on the injured reserve. He might play later this year. On to this week's action. One game I will definitely have my eye on is the Cincinnati Bengals at the New York Jets, a sanctioned helmet fight between two of the league's top defenses. The Bengals and Jets combined for 203 injuries last season, not including undiagnosed concussions and just the general permanent physical trauma that they cause their fellow man. If you do have small children or even just an impressionable tween, I recommend putting them down for an afternoon nap during this game. We don't want them growing up like we did, right? Although the Bengals are 3-point favorites, I still don't trust Andy Dalton on the road. The Bengals are probably the better team, but the prospect of that late game pick 6 for the backdoor cover is terrifying. So I think this is a stay away, guys. And if you just can't, then take the points. And that's Frank's Juicy Tip. Next up is a matchup of two of 2015's most disappointing teams, the Detroit Lions on the road at Indianapolis. One familiar face you will not see on Detroit's sidelines this year is that of Calvin Johnson, who recently retired just 9 seasons into his Hall of Fame career. Johnson is one of 19 players under the age of 30 to retire this offseason. I guess they wanted to get a head start on suing the NFL on a disability claim. And yeah, the Lions are going to miss his productivity on the field, no doubt. They're going for that NFC North Division crown this year. But Johnson's family seems pleased that he will have not as much brain damage. Although the Colts are 3-point favorites, I love Andrew Luck at home. He's poised to start the season, right? I think Lucas Oil Stadium is going to be lit, y'all, and you got to put money on the Colts. And now it's time for Frank's Fantasy Watch. This week my fantasy is that I'll be able to look at myself in the mirror on Sunday night after watching 10 hours of football and feel no guilt, no personal shame. Absolution for the fact that maybe I'm complicit in this circus, maybe that I'm responsible for it indirectly, the fact that I crave the blood, the fact that if you take away the hits, I won't watch. That felt good, it was cathartic to have. So I will be back next week, handicapping games, not people. Go Packers.